Alright, this is Motor Arch Villain coming at you with another movie review. I'm gonna talk about The Vampire Next Door. This movie was like a low budget Fright Night. Oh man, this movie is like a 6 out of 10, man. It was low budget, but they had this vampire female that she looked pretty good, and there was two of them. And this little guy that was 20 years old, he worked at a little ice cream shop. He had a neighbor that this vampire, I guess she turned into another vampire, that she was over at her house, and he was looking across it's not across the street, but like across right next, it was a house right next door to him, and he was looking out the window, out of his bedroom window, and basically being a peeping Tom and seeing this woman undressing. Turned out she was a vampire. So she magically appears in this man's room. I don't know how she did it. This movie did not explain how she just had these powers to just magically appear in somebody's house without going through any doors. She didn't go through no windows. She just magically appeared in this dude's bedroom. So she told him, she was a vampire and that she needed him to drive her around to go kill some other vampires or some descendants of some vampires that killed her master. That's basically what this movie was. This movie was hella low budget, man. Hella low budget. And, she was just killing these random people that she thought was a descendant of some of the vampires that her master got killed by. So this dude had a crush on this one chick. Turns out she was a vampire. So this dude, did nobody realize this woman was, I don't know how old she was, but she was in high school. That she graduated out of high school. Okay. It's a lot of plot holes in this movie. A lot of plot holes. And it's kind of unreal. I'm like, okay, this woman was a vampire. This woman graduated out of high school. This woman was going to college. She's like a regular old woman that graduated out of high school, going to college. So she come back in whatever town they were in, I didn't say, and they were friends. So this dude was in love with her. All of a sudden, the vampire that lived next door to him, she ended up finding out who this woman was, and she ended up invited to the house, and they ended up having sex with each other. Okay. And then the dude was mad that she went ahead and they end up, getting together, had sex with each other, whatever. Okay, I'm like, okay. So the dude was just basically a simp for this chick, and he didn't know it was a vampire, basically. And he was whining and crying, telling me he loved the girl and all this other stuff. Okay. But before that, this dude was in there dreaming, playing with himself about this chick that he in love with. Then a vampire, the other vampire chick, come out of nowhere in his bed, damn near naked. I asked him if he needed any help because he was in there playing with himself. He gonna tell her no, till he in love with another chick. So that's what made her go find out who this woman was, just to get back at him because he turned her down. I'm like, okay, this is childish. Long story short, at the end of the movie, the dude, they end up, the vampire chick, they end up finding where the other vampire chick after they had sex with each other, and they try to kill each other. Okay. They tried to kill each other, and then the vampire chick that was in high school, that the 20-year-old dude that worked at the ice cream shop, the chick ended up telling the other vampire chick that was trying to kill her that they didn't kill her. She wasn't responsible for killing her master and all this other stuff. And they end up hugging and kissing each other at the end of the movie. They end up becoming friends or a little covenant or whatever after all that. So this woman, the vampire chick that was living next door to the dude, she went through all this trouble just to not kill this other vampire that the other dude was in love with. Okay. I'm like, all right, this don't make no sense. So her whole mission was to kill everybody that she thought killed her master. And then she finally got to the woman that she thought was responsible. And she gonna sit there and not kill this woman and end up, forgiving her for something she said she didn't do. Okay. But they end up going, living together, and they start hugging and kissing and all this other stuff. I'm like, okay. All right, now why this woman didn't kill this chick when she invited the chick over to the house? They couldn't tell they was vampires? Okay. That right there, that kind of lost me in the movie. So the vampire chick that was hunting all these other people, she finally found out who this woman was. She gonna invite this woman to the house that she took over, and they end up laying up having sex with each other. Why this vampire chick didn't kill this chick in the house? Okay, that was a plot hole in the movie right there. They didn't make any goddamn sense. But long story short, this movie was a 5 out of 10. I mean, this is a low budget Fright Night. The only thing kept me involved in this movie was how good the vampire chicks looked. The one chick that was living next door to the dude, she was sexy as hell, and the other chick that he had a crush on in high school, that was a vampire, she was sexy as hell. So that's only two things that kept me involved in this movie, because these sexy ass chicks. But then on top of that, this dude worked at an ice cream shop. So the assistant manager didn't believe the dude had a date with the vampire chick that they know from high school, whatever. So he's up there trying to get information and trying to find out how the hell this chick is even talking to this dude. Then on top of that, they got another little girl that worked there. She wasn't even interested in this dude, but she saw the other vampire chick he was hanging out with. Then now she wanted to get interested. Then she seen the other chick that was living across the street from him that was a vampire, and she came up there. Now this chick want to get interested in this dude. She want to invite him to a concert, and he ended up, standing it up because he was trying to figure out what was going on with the other vampire chicks. You see how they work? They don't make any sense. Okay, so she saw this dude with some fine, two sexy ass females. Now she want to get involved with the dude, and she don't even look as good as these other two vampire chicks. She's just a little chick. I'm like, okay, you see how women work these days in these movies? Okay, she's like, okay, so he must be something good about this dude who got these two fine ass chicks messing with him. So she want to get with him now. I'm like, okay, it's some bull. But like I said, I give this movie a 5 out of 10. It's a low budget ass Fright Night, basically. I mean, I explained the whole movie to you. I mean, I think it's on Prime Video. You gonna watch it. It's all right. I mean, them two vampire chicks, they real sexy. I don't remember what their names were, but, it doesn't even matter. This movie is a direct to DVD, direct to streaming movie, basically. So, I'll give it a 5 out of 10. There's been another arch villain, the king of all villains in my heart.